Hey, guys.
Hello. What's he pointing at? What's he doing?
Got eyes on the game.
But do you have money on the game?
Units, baby.
God.
Thursday night, we're here live on YouTube.
And Tibbs feeling right.
Guys, in front of you.
Yeah.
Meat pie.
I wasn't planning on getting anything.
Mm.
However, in our text thread today, I sensed Tim may need sugar.
Yeah.
So, Tim, unwrap your meat pie.
What'd you sense?
Now you need some sugar.
Mm.
Oh,
This is a hefty,
Falls in the air. Tim, I know
this is a hefty plate.
you're a fall guy.
Tim.
It's a little caramel candy apple.
We just broke the seal on our caramel sauce at home today, too.
Yeah, I thought you would.
Yeah.
You pumpkin spice guy?
No.
All right.
Well, that's going to set the tone for today. You're going to notice a theme, guys, if you pay attention listening at home. Tim is the honey badger.
Thank you, Chad.
So I've been directed. I got a little explaining to do at the end of last week's show. We ambushed Papa eBay with a phone call.
Mhm.
He's been letting me know all week how unhappy he is with that.
Oh.
And making threats to attack our show
Oh,
on the YouTube.
that's not great.
So I've been canceled by our Back to the Future podcast council. The Back to the Future podcast does not endorse, agree with, or condone any comment made by Papa eBay over the course of the next month. Papa eBay is known to be a Russian spy, a flat earther, and does not believe we landed on the moon. Therefore, nothing he says should be taken with any truth or veracity. Thank you. Burn in hell, Rick.
An Adam. Oh, it's a 101.
Boys and girls at home and kids in the gallery, let's go!
Hello, Packamaniacs, and welcome to another episode of Back to the Future. I'm your host, Ricky, a.k.a. Mr. eBay. And I'm joined by my co-host and partner in crime, Dr. Chat.
Someone call for a doctor?
How you doing, Doc?
Oh, the chat's already going.
And he's the honey badger, ladies and gentlemen, because he just don't care. Please welcome Dr. Tim.
Here we go, baby. Prepare to be underwhelmed.
Well, I feel like tonight's going to be a one-of-one kind of night.
Hey, I see what you did.
Hey-yo. Before we hop into the meat of the show, though, Chad, do we have any show announcements?
Yes, sure thing. Everyone listening live here over on YouTube, we want to remind everyone else who isn't here to join us. Go over to YouTube, Back to the Future Podcast, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you can join us live, enter the chat, be with us during the show. And even if you miss it live, you can still go over to the live section of our channel and watch these on replay.
Yeah. Yep.
We also want to guide people over to our website and give you a little reminder, backtothefuturepodcast.com. As you can see here on the YouTube. Oh, look at this, guys. You can sign up to get updates from us.
Yeah.
You guys managing those updates or?
I'm not.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I was just like, that's a pretty cool feature you added, Chad.
Mhm.
Automatic.
Yeah, from there, you can watch videos, listen to our podcasts that come out every Saturday morning. You can also go over to our sponsor affiliate links. And next time that you want to shop on eBay, click on that eBay link. It's free for you. Shop is planned. The next 24 hours, anything that you buy, the show gets a small commission in the podcast, and we'll love you forever. If you get time, also go over to iTunes, give us a 5-star rating, leave us a nice review, or read it on the air. I still have to ship out Deputy Dog's USA card.
Yeah.
So don't let me forget that for his last review. But guys, I think that's it for this week.
Yeah, no, and thank you, Chad. Those are a bunch of great ways you can help support our show for free. It literally takes virtually no extra effort on your part and costs you nothing and helps us immensely. So thank you very much. Timmy,
Yes, Richard.
we got some new products coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. We actually got a text from Tim earlier today.
Yeah, let's see. We got it here.
Yeah, could you read that for me?
Yeah, do you want me to? I'll pull it up here.
Yeah.
You okay if we don't cover new releases then? Not much to say and plenty else for the episode. That was by Tim today.
You ever heard of National Treasures football?
I was going to say something about it.
You ever heard of Panini Noir basketball?
Wow.
No, hold on.
The spotlights are pretty cool.
Did you hear what he just said? Did you hear what he just said? I was going to say something about it.
Yeah.
But on the quote, which Ricky and I did confirm right before you walked in,
We
Gave
pulled
it the
this
thumbs up. Yeah.
straight from the transcript.
you okay if we don't cover new releases? That's what you said.
Yeah. Not much to say.
Not much to say.
I was just saying that you did a great job of prepping the show notes, and you have a lot of content to cover, and we've got a lot of one-on-ones to go over. So
No, you know what you were saying, Tim? You're saying, I don't give a shit. I'm Honey Badger, and you can all burn in hell. All you listeners watching on YouTube right now, Tim doesn't give a shit about any of you. He's the Honey Badger, and what he cares about are apples dipped in caramel.
Caramel.
That's all he cares about, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, without swiping on anything on my phone, I had done some research on Topps 5-star.
At what point did you
Panini
communicate that with us?
I didn't. I'm apparently really sucking at communicating tonight,
Communication is not your thing.
which is why the daughter of the show is here hanging out with us.
And I feel really bad that I just swore really loud a couple
Well, here's the thing I was going to say pre-show too, is that we had some people submit some things today. And so if we could probably like rein it in a little bit just for tonight, it might be good. But we may have already lost that audience. So that's okay.
Yeah, it is what it is. Tim,
It's good to be ourselves.
Honey Badger.
The floor is yours.
Never been called a honey badger.
Yeah, because you don't care.
Oh, I already said we're
dress shirt for my wedding. I don't care. I'll try it on second before.
we're moving on.
We do have a comment here. Tim's multitasking skills are elite. Chewing his tasty treat and talking back to the guys at the same time.
I have no
It's from
manners.
Boston
Yeah.
Steve.
Not afraid to open my mouth while I'm chewing.
No, I had to give you hell because I just happened to look at the new releases and I'm like, these are massive new releases.
Tell me you care about National Treasures football.
I care to
actually
hear
mean
about it. I'll never afford it. I'll never afford Noir at the price point it is.
Literally, the intro to this very podcast came from National Treasures football.
Oh, good job with the S on the end. Yeah.
We'll walk across this table, whoop your ass.
Tell me, what do you want to tell us about either product?
Oh no, I was actually looking at Panini Noir and the spotlight, autos. I was just admiring the Kobe Bryant that Mr. The Real 27 guy posts in his top 100 every year, and
Yeah.
it's legit one of the most beautiful cards out there.
No, it's
And,
amazing.
Yeah, Noir. I know Chad.
What is that one?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out like the actual name of that card, but that piqued my interest because it's kind of got this like neon sign effect for the team logo
I think that is
in the back.
sick.
Yeah, it really pops. It's a great card design, So there's some things to keep an eye out for.
Unfortunately, I don't see the name of it. It is a beautiful card, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
Logo Man.
$2,000 a hobby box, though.
Is that what so maybe when I was seeing 4,000, it must be first off the line.
Yeah, first off the line, and then 8,000 for a 4-box case of Panini Noir. It's a little rough.
That's pricey.
That's way too pricey, but it's so cool. It
Right.
might be the coolest product that's in existence.
That's severely underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the sneaker spotlights are always the chase too. Still kills me that I had a Luca sneaker spotlight auto. And
Did you really?
yeah, it's like a 5-figure card now. I think I sold it for $2K or something,
Wow.
which was a lot at the time.
Yeah. No, I feel your pain. We've been talking about the Otanis a lot lately, and I feel that pain.
Oh
You
yeah,
know-
Chad, you were asking about sorry, side tangent. Otani rookie card,
Mhm.
Bowman. Remember at the West Valley Fair card show how I tried to sell each of those for like $5 a piece or something? Nobody wanted them.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're still sitting in my little junk box in the corner.
Hey, there you go.
Ah, all right.
Nice. Very nice.
The sneaker spotlights make me feel old. I feel like that is officially the first card that's for the generation below me.
Mm.
I don't connect with it. I don't connect with the sneakers.
I know you don't. I don't either.
Um,
Most of us don't, but they're pretty cards.
No, I agree. They look great. Like it just I don't
Wait a second. Come on. Like we grew up in the era where like the Jordans were a thing.
Yeah, no, I guess that's true. I get a good point, good call out. But we had like the pump up your sneakers, LA Knights.
LA Gear.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
Mine were LA Night. Yeah, no, like I guess we did kind of, but like it was not. I think sneakers nowadays
Yeah, it's a
are
different
more
game.
collectibles like cards.
Mhm.
When you go to some of these shops,
Mhm.
it just doesn't speak to me as much, but like I don't hate it. It just makes me feel old. Just I'm like, yep, this is officially the first trend that was not meant for me.
Good looking stuff though. I like it.
Yeah, and I don't know what there is to say about National Treasures.
Are you gonna buy a box?
Underwhelming autograph list, as we've well documented and the hobby well knows.
Don't assume.
2023, 24, football, you just don't have. Well, I guess it's not even a bad thing that you don't have Bryce Young, but Anthony
he's awful.
Richardson
Is
still.
Bryce Young even alive still?
Yeah, he's on the bench. Yeah,
He's on the bench. You might be thinking of Tua.
Yeah,
yeah,
too.
Tua
Tua's
might
had
be
a hard
dead.
time,
Yeah.
Tim, I disagree wholeheartedly. I think
What?
National Treasures is a obviously premium product.
No,
Not everyone, believe it or not, Tim, just goes after
No.
rookies for the chase of an investment of a card.
no.
These are some of the most beautiful cards that football produces. And for people who are not chasing star quarterback rookies, these look great.
Dude, that last card you just looked at was like my TJ Hawkinson, one of the 4 I
Yeah.
won from
Yeah.
your break.
Laundry tag,
So instead
booklet patch auto.
of paying like $5 million for a box, just look for it on eBay. It's going to be cheap. Those booklets are gorgeous. You're right, Ricky, and they can be had for 3 less zeros than a hobby box.
Tim, you couldn't
Of
be more
cards.
wrong about this. Seriously. The
Yeah.
Super Bowl immortality insert comes out every single year.
No, those are
And
gorgeous.
they're beautiful photography. The card goes all the way out to the borders. The stamp, the embossed stamp that's on there, the cards pop. I've got one that I'm going to show you later on today.
No, absolutely. I don't disagree there. I just mean the quality of the overall product is like Panini gives 0 craps for how nice it is. Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at a patch of a cut of Vince Lombardi and Aaron Rodgers on card auto.
Oh wow.
Okay. Good luck hitting that.
Dude, Honey Badger came to fight tonight.
Good Lord, I'll say. I mean, one of them nights.
I think that they're really nice looking cards as well. It's always bugged me, like, and it bugs me in particular. What did you say? This is from last year's football season,
Oh.
technically.
Yeah, 23.
Okay, if you're gonna be this far behind,
Mhm.
put an actual game used jersey in the RPAs.
No, Panini gives 0 Fs.
I'm just telling you.
That hasn't happened for years.
I know. Well, it's never
It's true.
happened because they used to be on time with it
Yeah.
and say, "Hey, we can't get jerseys in time for that."
You think it would really matter? So take a page out of Upper Deck's book and release it 2 years late and actually have something player worn. You think that'll happen? Heck no.
No,
No.
but I would like it to.
You know what would be cool though is I was watching the Cowboys Giants and those tearaway t-shirts that they wear underneath. Those should be patches. Like what are they
What?
going to do with it? Like when they go to tackle somebody and they're wearing that like cheap under layer
Is that what
that the defender can't like actually grab a hold of, like
You-
it just tears away.
you think that those are tearaway by design?
I mean, there's got to be a reason why they wear them, right? Like they don't
Yeah.
need the extra layer
No,
underneath. They're
yeah.
sweating balls out there.
You got me thinking, Tim.
Yeah.
You got me thinking. here.
Conspiracy hat right there.
Dude. We could make tearaway undershirts. We'll make a killing.
Come on, like put a little ball boy out on the field running around picking up those scraps with like the little rubber pellets on a
Dude,
little turf
like
field.
The little snaps like
Put those, like, in a
basketball
little
tearaways
case.
have.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. You got patches there, Panini. Free 99.
You think of how, good point. Think of how many patches you could make if you could just strap a new one on every other play.
Strap what on?
There it is. Get it. There it is.
Oh, damn.
All right, I derailed the show again.
No. That
See,
was
that's
fun.
why I said it shouldn't have said anything about the price.
No, you did great, Tim.
Yeah.
You showed us a baseball product on your phone.
Yeah, you
Did you wanna
give
talk
0
about that too?
craps about
Oh,
baseball,
I-
but 2024 Topps 5-star is like one of the, I don't know. People look forward to it. It's a overpriced product for about $300 a box. You get 2 cards, 2 autos.
But you get like that's their national treasures.
Yeah.
One of their
One of
products
their-
that's nicer like it. And I'm sorry, if expensive is $300, I'll take that all day.
It's
I will
sad.
take that all day.
Yeah.
You want that or a Nintendo Switch that you can play Harry Potter Legacy on?
Oh,
Mm.
yeah, good.
Mhm.
I'll take the box first, and then I'll
Mhm.
take the Switch next week.
Mhm.
No, in fact, I was looking through my cards and found a card that you had either probably gifted me,
Mhm.
an Alkaline autograph 5-star.
Yeah,
You
that's right.
gifted me a few Alkalines.
'Cause, yeah,
And I loved it.
nobody else
Like,
appreciates Alkaline.
yeah, no, and I loved it, and I still have it. It's in great condition. And I stopped and looked at that card and was like, damn, this is a pretty nice card.
Mhm.
So you're not going to pick up any 5-star?
I might, it's at a price point where, sadly in this day's hobby, is mildly intriguing.
Let's pick it up and watch the Tigers playoff game.
Mm. Tigers World Series champions. You heard it here first.
Yeah. Would you mind doing me a favor?
Yeah.
Since you bet on the Tigers, could you bet on the Dodgers?
No.
I need to counter this.
Yeah.
Don't worry, the Dodgers are their own worst enemy.
There's no value in betting the Dodgers. Yeah.
Oh man.
So that's 5-star. Let me show this real quick.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Sorry, I was not prepared to have this up, but it did look like there's some good stuff here. So I've got a Beckett sale sheet here for 5-star. Ellie De La Cruz is the featured card shown here, rookie auto.
Yeah, he's a big chase.
Take a look at this.
Look at that photo, dude.
The design's better this year. I hope they're not putting like sticker autos on those, but most of the time these are on card autos as far as I still know. So hence the price for just 2 cards.
The photography is great. Looks like that's a field access.
Yeah. This is like leaps and bounds better than the last 2-3 years designs that were just way too busy, way too much foil and cheap looking.
I wonder if our guy Brian took that photo.
Yeah, I wonder.
Maybe reach out to him.
He may have.
He's probably taken one of the photos in this product.
Oh yeah,
at least.
Yeah, it's good looking stuff.
Yeah, no, they're amazing. Ooh, Sandy Koufax.
Yeah, I like it. Bobby Witt.
Yeah, possible to get those little logo mans. I mean, those cards are gorgeous when you get the logo man autos.
And baseball, I think, may be the only actual sport that still is putting game use stuff in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
As far as I know, they're still doing it.
With 162 games,
Yeah, no, you have a lot more material to work with, literally. But yeah, I think they're great looking cards. I could get behind a little 5-star.
Let's do it. When the Tigers win the World Series, I'll buy up a case or something.
There we go.
There you go.
Hey, we got to jump back before we jump into our main segment here. We have another announcement coming up this Tuesday.
Yeah, this came from Overtime Cards over on Instagram. Cam Rising, University of Utah preseason Heisman candidate, as noted by yours truly.
Yeah.
In reality, not so much. In-person signing Tuesday, October 1st from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. You can find tickets for this on overtimecardsandcollectibles.com. $25 per item. You can buy up to 3 tickets. We did have a request from a listener, cardboard_boilermaker. Thought maybe we should live stream this event.
I think we should, and I'm dead serious. When I get up to Cam, I'm going to grab his hand, and we're going to get a close up of that bad boy.
For those of you,
no,
yeah, go ahead.
No, which nipple are you having him sign? I mean, you did pay for 3 spots, right?
I did pay for 3 spots.
3 items.
No, Princess eBay and my son will be joining me.
Okay.
So no nips this go round. But for those of you local, this is the second one that Chad and I have done. And I'm telling you, Overtime, and the first one was at the old store. This new store is much better. They have like a full room dedicated to these signings.
Yeah.
Overtime runs it so well.
Yeah.
It's so smooth. The line moves. You get to like have a tiny bit of FaceTime with the athlete. You get some autographs. It's really cool. Everyone's really friendly. It is so worth it to go hit this up. And I'm glad you pulled up the website, because did you see Logan Cooley's also coming?
Yep, of Utah Hockey Club on the 18th.
He was one of their top picks a couple of years ago. So one of their young guys.
Oh, look at this. They have video from Trade Night.
Oh, nice.
Wonder if we're on this video.
Not that one, because that was the day after Tim's wedding.
Yes. Oh, they had Via 313 pizza.
Oh, damn. That's good stuff.
Yeah, that is
Detroit
good
style pizza for the win.
Seriously.
So yeah, go check them out. And if you're down there and you see us, come by and say hi.
Definitely. We'll be there. You going?
Yeah, I bought a ticket because I was trying to be nice and like
Part of the group.
And one extra item that you could have signed.
I love it.
You guys are good friends and Cam Rising fans.
Well, I'm glad that you're going to be there with us, because that's going to be a ton of fun.
I was going to live stream, you pulling out your nips and getting those.
I could still pull out a nip. I mean,
Mm.
All right. Let's get into why we're all here and
Absolutely.
why Tim didn't bring any new product information. It's 101 night, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love us some 101s.
Chad, why don't you get us started with some of maybe a little of the history of one of ones, if you will.
Sure
Yeah.
thing. And just to further point out that we do want engagement from listeners and where it could take us, we did not have this plan for this week. We have a guest who's coming on who has a one of one to talk about.
Yeah.
And essentially he said like, hey, can we talk about this? And I thought he was going to send in like a voicemail clip. And then as soon as I said yes, the next thing I know, there was a post on Instagram that said, hey, I'm going to be on the show next week. And this is what we're talking about. And I was like, perfect. So let's run with it.
Yeah.
So in addition to that, I decided to pull up some research for once. Always terrifies me because there is a high likelihood that it may not be perfect. You guys ready for it?
Doesn't have to be perfect.
History of 101s. According to splendidsports.com,
Mhm.
guys have any ideas where the first 101s originated or when? If you read the show notes.
I read the notes, so I'm out.
Tim, any
Yeah.
idea?
Same.
Okay.
I won't spoil it.
1997 is thought to be the first one of one.
Hmm.
Flair Showcase Masterpiece one of one became the first true one of one, according to splendidsports.com. This year produced the first one of one in basketball and football as well. 1997 Pinnacle also introduced the one of one. Now, baseball had this Flair Showcase Masterpiece, which was highlighted by Jeter. Football had Elway and Barry Sanders. Now, basketball that year had Fleer Ultra Masterpiece, Michael Jordan, and then the Flair Masterpiece, Kobe Bryant. These cards so coveted that, at least according to Card Ladder, that Kobe sold for $130,000 3 years ago. Now, the one of ones may go back even further, guys. According to chat rooms and blowout forums, the 1994 Collector's Edge football printing plates, and there was a talk of a Super Bowl insert that may have been the first one of ones.
Hmm.
But otherwise, 97 is thought to be the first documented of these beloved cards. Now, since that time, these have become to be notably overproduced. In 2004, Diamond Kings Baseball, hang in here with me on this, I copied it directly from the site, had 79 parallels of their base card in 20 different one of one parallel sets. And that's according to baseballcardpedia.com.
Wow.
Huh.
Fast forward even further, and we see even more one of ones and perhaps overproduction of these in 2023. Prism Basketball has at least 3 different one of one variations of all 300 cards, including Black, Black Shimmer, and Nebula. Now, guys, some of these one of ones, though, can really fetch very high prices. And as we look back over the years, we have 17 sales of one of one cards for more than $1 million.
Wow.
People are willing to pay a premium for this, led by the Luka 2018 National Treasures RPA one of one that sold for $4.6 million. Just behind him was Patrick Mahomes, so the 2017 National Treasures RPA at 4.3. Then you've got an MJ 2003 Ultimate Collection, the logo signature, 2.9 million, and the list just goes on and on.
How that's not worth more than the Luca just kills me.
How the Mahomes and Jordan.
No
It
sense.
kills me.
Mahomes and Jordan.
Well,
Like-
argument could be made for Mahomes when we look back, but what has Luca done? You know?
No, that's my point. Like Mahomes and MJ should be ahead of Luca.
Oh yeah. No, I
MJ
hear
should
ya.
be ahead of all
Oh,
of them. I
yeah,
agree.
yeah.
But Mahomes has proven himself.
Well,
Lu-
especially
Lucas-
given the rarity of Jordan, right? I mean,
Yes.
with his exclusive contract with Upper Deck, we're just not seeing these type of products.
Oh.
And so the fact that it was from his playing days and there's so few of them post playing days, I can't believe that.
Blows my mind.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Oh, that's insane.
But guys, there's one key one of one. I'm sure there are others, but there is a massive one that has never surfaced.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy to think about?
It really is. And it makes me wonder if the chat or the listeners know what it is. So we'll pad for just a second. Now, interestingly, with this, I had a patient who knows that I'm into sports cards.
Mhm.
He had a box of this product that is sealed.
Oh,
I tried to get him to come on the show to open it. He ended up selling it.
Oh,
And he made 5 figures off the box.
wow.
a box with
A
cars that are
single
probably stuck
box.
together. You know?
Yeah.
A single box. No jumpers on it. Guys, it's the Topps Chrome 2009 Steph Curry Superfractor. One of one. Has never surfaced.
Just bonkers.
Pretty
What,
wild.
do you think it's more likely it hasn't been pulled, or it's been pulled and whoever pulled it has no intention of putting it on the web? I think the latter.
They're gonna spring it on Ken Golden when he's like in a hospital bed, and then, oh, never mind. That's a bad joke.
By the way, did you see? I'm gonna go off on a little rant too. Did you see the Otani ball is being sold by Golden going live tomorrow?
Yeah.
And some 18-year-old kid just filed a lawsuit in Florida saying I touched the ball first. That's mine.
So stupid.
Nice
It was
try.
like me at the World Series a few years ago. Remember when I had that fly ball and someone came in and stole it from me?
That's right.
Bastards.
Uh,
Already getting questions or comments from the chat that I may have been erroneous. And of course, that's why I gave my references, Green Stiller. 2000, or actually 1999 2000 Topps Gold label had 9 1-of-1s, each class in each color of gold, red, and black. So there you
prove
go.
it. Prove it.
Takes back even further. Yeah, so interesting list, guys. We did have a question from our Instagram, Back to the Future podcast. They wanted to know where you guys fall on printing plates and their hierarchy of 1-of-1s.
Man, you have any thoughts, Ricky?
Yeah, but I'm going to take all the good ideas. So do you want to go first?
Well, I distinctly remember, Chad, we were opening, I don't remember the product, but I remember you like looking at the side of the box and saying pack odds, and you were still big into that. Maybe it was Spectra. How timely. Yeah, looking at the back fold and just saying, what are the pack odds for a printing plate? Because technically a 1-of-1, and it would have been an exciting hit before we knew better.
Right.
And printing plates just don't. No, I would put them below. What would I put them below? I put them below like the overproduced, overgenerated 1-of-1 parallels of like some random base card.
Where would you rank printing plates and unlicensed products?
Garbage.
No, like if you had, which one's higher, a 1-of-1?
Oh,
a
like
leaf 1-of-1 or a printing plate 1-of-1?
No, I gotcha. Leaf 1-of-1.
See, I agree with you largely. They don't speak to me largely. I'm not going to go chase them largely. However, I have one here today. I'll share with you guys.
Yeah.
It's my only Jeff Malone 1-of-1. Like, and some of these cards are hard to get 1-of-1s in, right? Like,
that's fair.
And so I'm not offended by them. Obviously,
yeah.
I own at least one. I probably own a couple. I would actually put a printing plate above a non-licensed 1-of-1. And it's close.
Yeah.
They're both down there.
Like one of those faded printing plates that have like nothing else on the card except for like the faint outline of a player's helmet or something with nothing else on the card.
Yeah, I'd still take it.
Oh.
I'd still take it over non-licensed. Now, I guess to your point, when I have gone after printing plates, I tend to go after dark colors.
Yeah.
I tend to go over stuff that shows the card a little bit more because I agree with you.
You want the cyan plate.
You don't want the yellow plate.
No, you do not want the yellow plate.
Want the yellow plate.
Yeah.
And so I do agree with you on that.
Okay.
But yeah, in general, I'd rather have a printing plate than a Leaf 1-of-1.
What about the sticker auto on a printing plate? Like, that makes no sense to me. Like, why?
I agree. Just get them to sign the actual plate. Although I'm sure logistics make that difficult.
Yeah, sure.
We're getting some comments here about printing plates. Little John does not consider printing plates to be 1-of-1s. Mr. Carter brings up a good point that the printing plate 1-of-1 is really satisfying to have when you also own the 1-of-1 copy of the card that it printed.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Okay. And it's only a 3-color rainbow for those out there wanting to chase a rainbow.
Yeah.
I don't particularly love printing plates, but I will say that if there are cards that I have a difficult time obtaining, but I can obtain the printing plate, I've considered it.
Yeah.
And the case in point being the Timeless Moments John Stockton when he hits the 3 over Barkley. When that card initially came out, it was really hard to find, but you could find the printing plate. And I considered buying that, just never did. And guys, I got a little bit wrapped up here in the chat. So we were told that we had some shoddy research about our thing and that the 1999 Topps was the first 1-of-1. And it had me think like, oh, I screwed that up. I read 1997 as the first 1-of-1. So Green Stiller, you can suck it.
Yeah, Green Stiller. Go take a seat.
It's 2 years.
Sorry.
Now he's going to correct you, Tim.
Oh, damn it. Whatever.
I'll quit clicking buttons on the chat. So, guys,
This isn't an art class.
That's the history that I pulled up of the one of ones. And now we asked earlier this week for some listeners to submit their favorite one of ones.
Yeah.
And then we're going to bring on a guest and we're going to talk about ours.
Love it.
Sound like a plan?
Much better.
All right. So we have a couple of photos that I am going to attempt to navigate to show. And as we pull those up, I will talk slowly. First of all, we have our guy, Hugo, Nebrolian PC.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Is that what that looks like, though? I'm not so convinced. Let us see.
There
So
it is.
he sent us a potpourri of cards.
As he does.
Most of these being Houston Texans. A couple of Tony Parkers that stand out. Guys, anything that you see there that you really love? I love the patch, the nameplate patch, the J that he has.
Yeah.
He recently acquired that one. He also has 3 NFL Shield patches.
That's pretty cool. I don't own any logos like that, any shields.
Yeah, those are good looking.
They are
cards.
really good looking.
And thanks, Hugo. I asked kind of for your favorite ones and like tell us a story about them. And he sent a photo.
collage,
And
if you
he,
will.
and he needs to vacuum his floor. That's what you get when you just send us a photo of a bunch of cards on the floor.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you rather see it on the carpet instead of like those old grandma like comforters with floral
totally.
prints?
Totally.
Yeah.
No, and his carpet is spotless. I just have to give him crap.
Number 2 is actually from Adam,
Oh.
the real 27 guy.
Yeah.
He sends us a photo of Eminence, Larry Bird, wearing his Team USA jumper
Yeah.
with a Team USA patch autograph 1 of 1.
Yeah, I may stir up some stuff on this one. What are your guys' thoughts on this?
He points out that this is Larry Bird's like last game and last chance to get to see him play. Yeah. And he said that as soon as he saw the card, he reached out, bought it, and never thought twice about it.
No, and the history of the card makes it that much cooler. Like, I'm not going to throw any shade at him for owning that card. It's a great looking card.
But
there's a bit of whiting around the corners. I just can't get past it.
That's the hard part on the 101, right?
It
You can't get a
is.
better copy.
No, and these are just big cards. It's not his fault. I'm sure they were cared for great.
Well, I think it's in that. I think that tape on the side of the
Yeah.
card, I think that's probably Eminence.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, and
But it is dinged up.
yeah. No,
It's a little bit of chipping there by the R.
And I don't love the paint pens can be done. The paint pens can go wrong so many ways. And I can't tell you what about this one bugs me. It just doesn't pop, maybe. It just doesn't speak to me. It feels bronze, not gold.
Okay.
Fair.
And yeah, I don't know. Some of those paint pens on cards can look extra thick. It just, I don't know. There's something about it that just,
Yeah. And the photo needed to be of him in a playing uni, not a warm up.
A warm up.
well, but I wonder if that is a piece of the warm up.
Mm,
The patch, maybe
Possibly.
not.
possibly not.
But no, it is an amazing card. Like, listen, I'm not going to throw a bunch of shade his way.
Worth
and
more
say,
than
like, exactly
all of our collections combined. So
exactly. It's an incredibly
Old
cool
Ruthless
card.
Ricky.
Yeah,
That's what the chat's saying.
I give it. I
glad
give
you're
it.
taking the heat now.
Hey, fair and balanced. That's always what I've said.
So those are 2 photos that we have submitted. You guys want to see a video?
Yeah.
You guys think it's going to work?
Do we have a choice?
Can you just mute him the rest of the show? Like,
Yeah.
just press the button. All right. So, Deputy Dog, this one is 3.5 minutes.
I like it. I need a break.
You ready?
Yeah.
Can I have an apple slice?
Ricardo, Chadwick, Timothy, I was under the assumption y'all were looking for.
I'm concerned they
stories
can't
about
hear that.
ones this week,
And I'm
so
concerned.
I figured I might share 2 of them that I picked up recently that were revenge buys that I haven't shown anywhere yet.
Revenge buys.
Deputy Dog is me. So a couple of months ago, I lost out on a really awesome card that would have been probably the best card in a player collection for me. Not as Tim would say, Ronnie Brewster, but another bull goes by Bobby Portis. So I lost out on a flawless rookie game used championship tag number 2. Rated like a BGS 9 or something like that. So seller was like said stockpiled like 10 of the rookies. And I don't know if they were going to do a life crisis or what, but they just chopped them all down to $500. And in the process of moving money around to try to get it, I lost out on it. I was grumpy. I held it against the buyer, who did nothing wrong other than got a card I wanted. He messaged me like almost immediately after I put a story up saying we are enemies. And he's like, "Hey, big fan, you know." Yeah, so it's in his PC for long time. So revengefully, I don't know, eventually again, a second time, revengefully. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, I went out and bought the coolest thing I could find, which in this case was a booklet, not quite as cool. It was not a rookie, but it was.
Oh wow!
Board members out of Preferred, celebrating his rebounds. You got every player, every game. Yeah,
That's gorgeous.
Overman tag. Like I said, I literally just went out and tried to find the coolest thing I could find and buy it because I was cranky.
Those are the best
merchants.
merchants.
That gentleman that bought the championship tag had another card of Portis that he was trying to get rid of to, make his own funds back a little bit. His price was not what I was willing to pay when I was moody. So I bowed out, but Kyle Waxman's in podcast. He reached out to me a couple of weeks ago and said, "Hey, you got to get this card." I don't even think he knew that I had been in talks with the dude. I don't think he knew if there was any connection. He just saw a Portis card and was like, "Hey." So yeah, I waited a bit, so I put in my bid, and
damn,
I got a card.
Wow.
Those are beautiful.
Shadow Spectra, Bobby Portis, one of one.
That's a great looking Spectra card.
So, yeah,
Wow.
he got a card I wanted, and I got a card he had for much cheaper than he wanted me to pay for it. So I guess that's fair, right? Anyway. Yeah, that's my story. Hope you enjoyed at least to a slight degree. If not, I'll try harder next time. Think it's way. Love y'all. Bye.
Can we replace Tim with Deputy Dog?
I second.
Or Carter. I mean,
That was well done. Those cards were super cool.
Yeah, super shiny.
Yeah.
In the best way. Like they popped. I really liked that red parallel.
Mhm.
Did you get a little excited, Timmy, seeing that Bulls red?
mm.
All right.
Tim's busy deep throating some apple slices. So
Caramel's a little sticky there.
Tim, the next 30 seconds, the mic's yours. We're just going to sit back. Open mic for Tim.
I think I made Chad upset today. Sorry, guys. Completely derailed the show multiple times. Sitting here eating a caramel apple for your enjoyment. But really, only for my enjoyment. Taking a look at the Cowboys-Giants game, and my props are all dead, so I'll just get crankier as the show
That's
gets.
what it is. That's what the problem is.
got
You got to turn off the game.
They're not
turning
totally
off
dead.
the game.
They're not totally dead.
All right.
I enjoy these stories, though. I appreciate our listeners.
Oh, for sure.
Their
Yeah.
stories are way cooler than any of
And it took him a couple of tries to send it over. I think he tried to send it over on Instagram and then ended up sending it over there. So I really appreciate the work he put into it, especially in between his shifts as a DoorDash driver.
Yeah, no, that's big. I would have failed once and said, screw this, not worth my time. Like,
All right. So we got something. Got it. Now I'm trying to do three things talk. The thing, I don't know. We'll get to this here in just a second. So, guys, next up.
Chad, the mic's yours for the next.
Yeah, seriously. My good God. We got another video. This one made me laugh, smile, and had my jaw drop and hit the floor. You guys ready for it? This one comes from Mysticata,
Oh, this is good.
and he took the video that I put out and did a little something. Here we go.
Why, hello there.
What's up?
On next week's episode of Pack to the Future, we're going to be talking all things one of one. So whether
I'm
it's a
listening.
favorite one of one that you have pulled,
I pulled this
that
one.
you wish to have,
Don't get me
or
started.
even one that you just have in your collection.
I have this one in my
And
collection.
of course, we're even going to be talking about the different types of
I got
font
these
to those
three this
one-of-one
year.
cards.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
none of
you
these
know that
match.
came at request of
This
Tim.
one's the ugliest.
But we want to hear from you. So send us a video
This is my
through
favorite
Instagram or over to our email at packtothefuturepodcast@gmail.com.
Really.
Send us a photo, send us a message.
These are all
Or
really cool.
Even
They
join us
match.
on the show. It's going to be on YouTube, broadcasting live
Say
next Thursday, 7:45 Mountain. But we want to see what you got. Let's make this a big group effort. And if you haven't done so already, I don't know if you guys have heard about these, if I've ever talked about them.
Oh, is that chalky milk in a fancy
That
glass?
espresso martini just hits the spot.
I love that.
So, hope to see you guys next week, and we'll chat with you over the weekend. Show us those one-of-ones.
Peace.
Why, hello there. What's up? That week's episode of
That was amazing.
Was
was
that a
incredible.
melted Baja Blast?
That was absolutely amazing. That was the best thing I've ever seen.
Because our listeners are funnier than we are.
Yeah.
And they have better cards than we do.
I completely agree. Completely agree. So, guys, that was the viewer submissions for the week of their favorite 101s. We appreciate everyone doing that. But
I think we should just move on to ours at this point.
yeah, you've got what, 12 of them? Okay.
12. Wow. Well done, Ricky.
Why don't you start with number 3 and work backwards?
No, I'm just kidding. Do we want to bring someone on?
Yeah, we got a special guest. And the reason we're doing a 101 show, Dan from Dan's Card Account.
There he is.
Dan, how you doing?
Good. How are you fellas?
Yeah, damn.
He's highlighted his name here in the StreamYard here on YouTube, a forcer of show topics. This is a damn good one to have, Dan.
Enforcer of show topic.
I'm here to read, not to correct.
I'm just helping
But
Dan
he-
out.
No, he
Sound cooler.
forces it. Well, Dan, you prompted this show today. Do you want to set it up and tell us what you got?
Yeah, Dan, it's
Sure.
your fault that we're here today.
So I got a mail day the day after you recorded last week. So I wasn't able to send anything before the show last week. So the first thing I have is not a 1 of 1 because it isn't because I wasn't planning on forcing a topic upon you guys. So
No, hey, Dan, we're giving you
yes.
crap, but we beg you guys every week to give us ideas. So we are so grateful
Yes,
that you produced the show this week.
I'll
Bad joke
take
on my
it.
part.
I'll put that on my resume. Show producer.
Junior producer.
So first, the actual physically big card of these 2 cards that I got. We'll do this way.
Oh,
There we are.
I was going to say that's an Alan and Ginter bad boy.
Ginter box loader.
Box
Salvi
topper, if you
Perez.
will.
Oh,
Mhm.
Salvi
What?
Perez. 9 out
That's-
of 15.
that's so cool. Now, what is that case you have it in?
I had to ask the guy I got this from where he got it. He sent me a link to an eBay account.
Will you share that? Will
this
you
is
share
a-
that with us?
I can find it eventually.
Okay.
But yes,
I've
I
never-
will.
I have never seen a top loader for those types of cards.
Neither have I.
So
And I
it's,
know you've looked
it's
before,
a custom made. It's a custom made acrylic, kind of 3.
Frame.
Yeah, 3-layer frame.
Oh, that's
It's
amazing.
got an area for the card to sit, so it's not one of those giant slabs from the early '90s. And they
Do
got
they-
custom color frames.
Oh, that's what I was just going to ask. Custom frames, because that blue pops so well. That will look so good wherever you post that.
Yeah.
For display.
It's beautiful. So
Oh,
I
that's
can
amazing.
share that link. Absolutely.
Okay.
Good
That's-
work.
That's amazing, man. Well done.
I think it comes
So-
in Hawaiian blue.
And I can get behind anything Alan and Ginter
Hmm.
all day, every day.
The 1 of 1 that I got in the mail is this Salvi Perez bat barrel.
Whoa, look at that.
Whoa.
I'm surprised his full name fits on that.
You're not
That's-
wrong.
That's better than the
Wow.
Frank Thomas one you have, Tim.
The Rank Thomas.
Exactly.
That looks really good. Hey, Dan, do you think the front part of that mag can come off and the card's still staying there?
Yeah. The card is like a 360, so it has a nice big.
Yeah, there
that's
we
big.
go.
Wow.
It's a
That's
pretty one.
amazing.
That, and we even get some of the print of the bat model, I'm assuming, right underneath his name.
That's
Yep.
my assumption.
Some pine tar on that too, I think.
Oh yeah, it's messy.
Hey, Dan, have you smelled it?
Licked it.
No, but it will go. The barrel and the knob will go together
Oh.
really well.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Dude, you've got a nice little Royals collection going.
He just rang his own bell.
His own bell.
Get out of here.
Yes.
I was thinking of that when he said the bat and the knob. He nailed it.
Wow.
That is amazing.
Yes.
I downloaded that just for that.
That was awesome.
Oh, that's amazing, Dan. No, you're killing it with the cards, my man.
I have one other. No, didn't want to do that. I have one other Salvi 1 of 1. It's a Heritage
Okay.
patch from like 2016 or something. I got this. Someone on a Royals Facebook group was looking to sell. He had 3 Salvi 1 of 1s. I only wanted that one, but because the other 2 were like World Baseball Classic patches,
Yeah.
which they were really cool, but not up my alley.
Sure.
So I sold the other 2. I think after I sold the other 2, I paid like $25 total for this after I sold the other 2. So couldn't pass that up.
I really like that patch too.
Yeah.
It's kind of the off color. It's not your standard napkin patch.
Yeah. Well, that's it's kind of a gold. It's hard to tell because I have a really crappy camera.
No,
But
I can see it.
It's a gold. It's not dirty, unfortunately, but it is a gold
But you got the 2 colors.
stitch. Yeah.
And I was trying to explain this to Chad. Evidently, baseball fans are real big on Heritage.
Yes.
It's like a real chase for them.
Mhm. Especially those red ink autos and some of the other lower print runs.
The hits can be amazing, but they're so hard to come by that once they do come
So
up,
hard.
that's why they're popular,
Wow. That's awesome.
because they print so damn much of the stuff.
Yeah. No, that's what I remember hearing is like a lot of these hits would be 1 every 3 cases instead of 1 every case because there are just so many
So bad.
players they are printing for.
I've opened like
You
6
get-
boxes and hit jack crap over the years. Yeah.
Yeah, you get 2 hits per box, but they don't guarantee an auto.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that. And you'd get some of those crappy like coin logos.
Yeah.
Manufactured. It's
Oh, those were the worst.
gorgeous. Yeah.
But when you do get the hits with the patches, they are incredible, like the one you have, Dan.
1 of 1 manufactured.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Hey, there you go.
Got him. Oh, man. Those are awesome, dude. Thanks for sharing.
Good work. I like that, Dan.
You're inspiring me to look for a Frank Thomas bat barrel again. So,
It's funny. I could probably buy a whole game used bat for cheaper than what the.
Oh, no.
card
I
was.
believe it.
that's
I
what blows
believe
my
it.
mind about these cards. Yeah. Yeah.
But there's just something about the 1 of 1 label that's on the card, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, people have talked about that a lot, actually, is that you can buy the entire piece of memorabilia typically for far cheaper than piecing together the cards associated with them, which is interesting because it really does help bring to light that cards are more like a piece of art or a piece of an investment, more so than an entire jersey or a bat.
Yeah. Can I jump on your questions in the show outline?
You can always jump me, baby.
Is Dan, what are your thoughts? Do you prefer the 1-1 or spelled out 1 of 1?
So
Got him.
there's actually three different kinds that they do, right? There's the spelled out 1 of 1. There's the number 1 of the word of, and then 1, and then there's 1-1.
Right.
Personally,
We all know
I
the
think
1-1 is the worst.
I agree.
I don't agree.
I prefer, I think, the number 1, the word of, and then the number 1 personally,
Okay.
rather than the spelled out 1 of 1 personally.
Actually, I think
That's
I
fair,
agree.
too.
I think I agree with Dan. I didn't think about it that there were the 2 versions.
Yeah.
I think that is my preference, actually.
Or I guess there's the hand drawn one.
Yes.
I'll blow all you away after that. After the one Dan just said, I'd rather have the one he's holding up right now, 1-1
Wow.
versus all spelled out.
No
Wow.
kidding.
Yeah,
You just
I
got
think
bullied.
so.
Wow.
Yeah, well, Dan agrees with me,
So,
so that's all that matters.
okay.
You think I care what Honey Badger over here thinks?
No, I don't care what you think either.
Well, Dan, thanks for coming on and sharing. Before you go, why don't you promote your torts if you would like, and then anything else that you would like to say before you jump off?
Definitely.
Sure. Well, don't give me that kind of free reign. That's a bad idea.
You got that mute button ready?
We're just gonna hang up on him, right?
Yeah.
The holiday season is coming up, so I guess it is a good time to kind of keep reminding people. My family's bakery is called the Lithuanian Bakery. I've been working there since in some capacity since 1999. Our tort is basically a cake. It's made with 8 layers of wafers, 8 layers of vanilla buttercream, and a thin layer of apricot. It's frozen, but you serve it thawed. So that allows us to ship it across the country. We ship some to Canada. We're on Goldbelly. We're easy to find.
And
It's what keeps us in business. Yeah, please get some.
Yeah, and these guys
There it
know
is.
what they're doing. They know how to pack these things and ship them across the country. He has shipped a number of them to us, and they always arrive in great condition. They know they stay cool. They know what they're doing. So, and I also have to just remind people that haven't necessarily listened to earlier shows this year. Papa eBay had one. He's not a cake lover. He went nuts over these. Plans to keep ordering them. Everyone I talk to says it's the most amazing dessert they've ever had. So you definitely got to hit some of these up.
It's good stuff.
Appreciate it, fellas.
Anything else, Dan?
No, that's it.
Love you, Dan. You're a 101.
Mm.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Yep. All right.
Well, guys, how are we doing? 52 minutes in.
Yeah. Good thing we didn't cover any new topics, any new card.
Good thing.
Oh,
we
do
did.
you need a soda? Is that what it is? You don't have a Coke.
You want some of my chocolate
Too
shake?
late,
what it
man.
is.
The show's over.
No, we're just getting started, dude.
Oh,
We just started hour 1. Yeah, we're heading into hour 2, dude.
spoiling our listeners.
So, yeah, he does need it. Okay, you got to watch our YouTube because you just saw Chad feeding Tim some Coke.
It's like one of those scenes in the movies where, like, the guy's like completely parched in the desert and he's like trying to dribble.
It looked like more one of those scenes on Pornhub that I've seen. I'm just telling you what you look like. We are going to share some of our one of ones.
Yes.
And I suppose we can start with Tim. Tim, who said, hey, instead of just bringing my card in so you guys could look at my awesome card,
All
I'll
right.
just send you a photo instead.
Thank you for reminding. I'll pull it up now.
Yeah, it took a lot of effort to get you that photo on time.
Well, I believe it. And I could tell you spent some quality time getting a good shot of it.
Yeah.
Probably would have been easier just to throw that in your back pocket and walk over here.
Yeah, well, that's assuming that I could find it. What do you think about that one of one font?
Dude. Yeah, that
So tell people who are just listening to the show what we're looking at here, Tim.
Yeah, so I've somehow sold off a lot of my one-on-ones, including the one Lucas Giolito Superfractor from Bowman's Best that Chad doesn't believe I pulled from a pack, mostly because he got traded. But this card of a player that I really liked collecting and watching for close to a decade.
yeah.
And it's a beautiful logo, man. It's not game used, unfortunately, I believe, but it's just a cool looking card. And then on top of that, is gifted to me by a fellow hobbyist, and so it's one that I will not be selling.
Wait a minute though. When was this photo taken?
It doesn't matter.
What room in your 5-bedroom home
I could,
or 5-room home?
Yeah.
Which room is it in?
I could get Mrs. Junkie on the line here, and I can show her exactly where it is.
It does say
Okay.
that this photo was created today. I'm looking at the info here. He's telling the
Oh,
truth.
Look at you.
Yeah.
No, I asked him earlier. I said, why did you spend all the time snapping the photo? He's like, that's assuming I could even find the card.
Story doesn't add up.
Something's going on here.
Story doesn't add up.
I need our sleuths in the YouTube chat to get on this. We might have card court next week.
I'll show you the card next week.
It's
So-
an amazing card.
Wait,
man.
did you say it is game worn or it's not?
It's not. I looked.
Okay, so how hard did you look?
Yeah.
I don't know. I look pretty hard.
Why don't you look at the screen right now?
What?
Boston Steve says, Tim, it
Bas-
literally says game used
It does.
memorabilia on the right side of the patch window. It does, and on the front of the card. It's clearly displayed here for a YouTube audience to see.
Thanks, Steve. What would I do without you?
He's just pointing out that you're one of one. He's pointing out that your 101 might be more valuable than what you think.
Name me one baseball product that doesn't put game used material in all their products. Find me the one.
Panini.
I would even question.
Uh-huh. Tops.
You find me the Topps product and I'll give you a crisp $100 bill.
Yeah. I swear it was another. Well, whatever.
Well,
I promise it said that. Well, never mind.
I don't know. I'd promise too much because we got a photo there, but I think it's a great looking card.
All right, our eagle-eyed listeners, and
we do have David Cron who would like to take 2 spots in the Raz for this, Tim.
I'm sure I'll completely undersell it since it's not game used.
This is the beauty of Tim. Tim is the honey badger. He doesn't care.
He just doubled down.
He's going to double down on that.
We've got the photo right here in front of us.
It's not that he missed it. It's that he slammed his fist on this table and doubled down and said, I dare you to challenge me.
Well, we can move on to your cooler 101.
Dude, I don't have a cooler 101 than that.
No, this one's game used.
It's amazing. You can see the dirt on the left side of the patch.
That's pretty cool, huh?
It is pretty cool.
Oh,
that's
well,
good stuff.
If we ever need someone to go up and testify before Congress boldly, we're sending Tim.
Yeah, I mean, he can be convincing.
Because he doesn't
sure.
give an F.
No, he doesn't.
He'll get up there and say,
Gotta wait until I'm 60 and I have white hair, apparently.
oh,
Maybe
man.
70. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I'll go next.
Yeah. Why don't you follow that one?
Yeah, I'll be a palate cleanser. So yeah, it's kind of interesting going through my 101s. I don't have nearly as many. I mean, I have a number of them, I guess, here, but none that like really speak to me. Like Dan has some of his Royals players. No, seriously, that like really mean a lot to him. I know that you have some really cool players. Carter just posted. He has a bunch of players that he collects.
Yeah. Very true. Yeah. Ricky's reading the chat here. I distracted him, so I apologize for our listeners.
Oh my God.
It's from Deputy Dog.
Oh my God.
All right. After seeing how bad Tim's eyes are, I'm starting to doubt he was yanking on the tapeworm.
I am legally blind.
You did say that tapeworm was like spitting at you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Those
it was
tapeworms
winking.
don't spit.
I'm pretty sure it was winking.
Wink and spit. All right.
boy.
So
I derailed this.
I do realize, and this is probably why I've come in a little bit kinder on some of the areas we've talked about. I have a number of questionable 1-of-1s that I'll share with you.
Questionable, huh?
Yeah. The first is Jeff Malone, National Treasures printing plate.
Uh-huh.
The black.
Previously referenced. Yep.
So that it has a pretty good view of it. Like I said,
You want to keep talking? I'm happy to throw those up on this one
definitely.
here.
Yeah. My only 101 of Jeff Malone. They have posted one of his autos in Prism, but like people that have a 101 and post them on eBay are assholes. Like they all think that they have LeBron James patch pube auto 101, and you don't. It's Jeff Malone. It's not worth $500. Get the hell out of here. So that's the first one. And then I've been a collector of, I like Topps Archives baseball, where they do buybacks of cards and we'll have them autograph it. That's an Anthony Rizzo, Allen and Ginter 101. I think I hit that one and just kind of have enjoyed holding on to it because I truly do love Allen and Ginter. And then I followed that up by actually buying this Miguel Cabrera. It's the only 101 I have of him, also through this buyback program. Also Allen and Ginter, but this is where I get my point that I really like the 1-1.
Oh.
On that card, it just looks so clean. Just that little stamp right in the corner.
It glares a little tough.
One
but
slash
it
one.
is.
It is a clean looking card for sure.
Yeah, I mean it's not because it has that ugly repackaged stamp on the far side, the Topps Archives.
Oh, you don't like
stamp.
that?
Eh.
I think it ties the 101 together a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah, definitely it does. I just sometimes it feels a little busy for me, you know.
Mhm.
So those are some of my more traditional or less traditional 101s.
Well, that's always the debate with Topps Archives, right? Like, because Frank Thomas 101 is one of my eBay searches, and like 90% of them are Archives 101 or Leaf 101s, right?
I look at a lot of Cecil Fielders that way too.
Yeah.
So and I don't know, like I said, it doesn't offend me. I'm happy I have one. This is
true.
101 on it.
If you want a good way to get a 101 of your favorite player, that's the way to do it.
Exactly. And very affordable.
Super affordable.
Not
the boxes, but you know.
No, but the single cards for sure. The next one is speaking of a non-licensed product. But this one kind of works for me because it's China, the wrestler. Leaf.
Yes.
That was a 101. This is one of those products that does have several 101s in it. So there are several China 101s autos. I like to think this
different photos, each one.
Yeah, or they'll have like different. Either they'll have like black striped, or they'll have some different variation of it. Yeah, or a different photo. Exactly. I like to think that's the last one she signed before she.
It may have
passed.
been. It may have been.
It was about the time. And that one's kind of one that I've dabbled with selling, but also kind of enjoy as a wrestling fan. Then I get like these random 101s. These next three I've actually all hit. And so they just don't mean all that much to me. The first one's a Select Wrestling superstar Billy Graham. And as big of a wrestling aficionado as I am, I have no idea who that is. Like I've learned about him, and he was famous right before Chad and I got into it. He was kind of Hulk Hogan before Hulk Hogan was Hulk Hogan.
I thought it was going to be like Billy Graham, the evangelist out of Elite.
So I'm sure someone online cares about it. I need to post it and sell it, but
Somebody would pay money for that.
Yeah, it's cool. It's always cool to hit a 101.
Somebody's looking for that for the rainbow, and you're purposely denying him.
Yeah, I love it. I also love denying Dan his 101. Now, this one actually means quite a bit to me, and it's really the reason we've been doing a bunch of shtick, but the reason that Dan hasn't found this in his inbox yet.
Oh God, card!
It's such an ugly card, but it's the first ever 101 I ever hit out of Allen and Ginter, and so it has a lot of sentimental value.
Yeah.
I'm still debating whether I really need it in my life, and I can tell you that the second it leaves my hands, it's going to Dan's house.
I think I was there with you when you hit this.
Yeah,
like wasn't in a big stack, and you were flipping back through the cards.
I think it was at one of our wild card nights when the first time we set it up with Heidi to like open boxes.
Oh,
with
was
her
it?
all night.
Oh gosh,
I could be wrong about that, but yeah, no, I have no doubt we were together. Yeah, R.I.P. This is my coolest looking hit 1 of 1. This is off. Let's see, Topps. Shoot, what is it? I can't.
Looks like baseball.
What is that? Topps Tribute? Not Tribute.
Yeah, Triple Threats.
Triple Threats. Thank you.
See, my eyes don't.
Raleigh Fingers 101 patch auto. And what I like about this, it's a sticker auto, but they used the gold stickers, so it looks like it's a part of the card.
Yeah, that looks good.
You get that looking mustache on him. You get the multicolored patches. I just, as a baseball fan, I just dig that.
And you got a pinstripe in there, which looks good.
Yeah, like it makes me smile. So that's one of my favorite 101s. But yeah, no, that's what I have. Honestly, I was pretty surprised. I knew I didn't have any big like Barry Sanders, anything like that. But yeah, I need to step my 101 game up.
I don't know. That's why I'm like partially. Yeah, no, I'm amazed at some of the 101s that have been shown. It's kind of embarrassing that I don't own like a Logo Man auto or some other more notable 101.
Yeah, man, we're 2/3 of a podcast.
Yeah.
We do a podcast on this stuff, and we need to step our game up.
4 baseball, 1 basketball, and then 2 wrestling.
There you go.
I think that kind of accurately reflects your collecting, right?
Definitely. Yeah, maybe a football in there somewhere, but we'll get there eventually.
Yeah, very nice. I'll go through mine somewhat quickly, and then let's hit up. We got a couple of good listener questions, and then we can wrap up after that. Sound good?
Perfect.
All right. First one I've got, National Treasure Super Bowl Immortality. It's the one I was giving Tim a hard time about earlier. This is from 2021, John Elway.
Yeah, it's such a good looking card.
Yeah, I do like it. It's a photograph from the Super Bowl itself which accurately reflects the card. Not always the case with Panini. And then the cursive 1/1 stamped in platinum
That's
on
amazing.
the side. I really like that one. One of my favorites here, though, 2017 limited triple auto. Elway Trail Davis Rod Smith, gifted by Ricky.
Yeah.
Love that one, man.
That is a 101 I hit.
Yeah, it's
I
a
hit
101.
that.
You hit
did.
that. Yeah, you literally pulled it.
Damn.
And you thought of Chad first.
Oh,
right
it had,
after.
no
Yeah.
question in my mind. It
Mhm.
was just like if it was Bears, it was going to you. Like there's certain cards that the happiness of other people are so going to outweigh ownership of that card.
God, that's so cheesy. All right.
There might be a reason why you don't have any football auto or football 1/1s, because my next one is also from you. And it's the 2019 Illusions, Demaryius Thomas, Cortland Sutton Super Bowl 1/1.
Yeah.
I don't even remember hitting that, to be honest with you.
It's one of those where you showed up at my house at like 8 a.m.
I believe
and
it.
I think you were ripping wax all night, and you're like, "I got something for you."
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that, but that's a really cool card, and two of the Broncos' greatest receivers in the last 15 years.
I might have been using performance enhancing drugs when I pulled that one.
This one I bought, and I've actually had some of my Denver Bronco group chat buddies try and come get this one. This is 2011 Prime Signatures, Von Miller rookie 1/1.
See, I like that how clean those older cards are that just are white. It's kind of like my
Yeah.
Miguel Cabrera. The older version, they just were simpler and a lot of white. I really like that.
This one just has the numeric 1/1 on here. You know, there's a big Von Miller collecting group out there. People pay a lot of money for Von Miller, interestingly.
He's a stud.
Then my last one is my boy Donovan Mitchell out of Contenders, Rookie of the Year Contenders.
Nice.
So
101.
crazy that you own that. That's so
I know,
cool.
right? Yeah, that
No,
one's
that-
got a nasty glare, but
Oh, that's good.
that one's fun too. And that one is the cursive numeric 1/1. So, guys, with us showing these, we've seen some different iterations here. What is your favorite font of the 1/1?
I'm going with Dan. The numerical 1 spelled out of numerical 1.
Wow.
Tim?
I think for me, it's a toss up between the cursive 1/1, like all spelled out, or the old Topps 1/1 gold foil.
I was just looking to see if you had the card from Texas Cards that you bought us, the custom cards.
Oh, no.
he did
I
a
got
good
it
job.
upstairs.
He did a good job of the number 1 spelling out of 1.
I see. No, for me, it's the cursive spelled out 1/1.
Yeah.
I think it just hits and makes it look classy for some reason.
Make it
And
look classy.
I really like it. Guys, one last thing with this. Have there been any 1/1s that stand out to you in your mind that you've seen on eBay at a card show or somewhere else that you've had your eyes on, you did not get for one reason or another, and that you wish that you have?
Yeah, Boston Steve pointed out a Miguel Cabrera 101, and I was in
Oh.
therapy and missed it. And
Yeah.
you guys keep teasing me about it. And if
Yeah.
one of you didn't buy it and it doesn't show up by Christmas, I'm quitting the show. Just kidding.
I
No.
regret not buying that one for you, and I told you that's why I
Yeah.
bought Tim's.
No, and I appreciate the
Tim's
sentiment.
card,
That one kills me just because here's what I've come to accept about myself is anytime in the near future, I don't think I'm going to be the type of person that goes out and spends $800-900, $1,000 on a card. I just can't get myself around that. I wish I could. I just seem to not be able to. It's so rare that a card like that pops up of
Yeah.
a PC player
Yeah.
that is affordable like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm bummed out I missed it, but that's the beautiful thing about collecting. Another one will pop up, a different version, a different set. So you just got to keep your eye out.
Couple questions from the listeners.
Yeah.
Unless you guys have anything else to add, then we can wrap up. So here's a question from Green_Stiller. Autographed and on-card framed printing plate 1/1. So autographed and on-card frame printing plate versus buyback versus white or black box 1/1. How do you rank them?
White/black box.
So
is
those are the-
first.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Think
first
so?
for me. Yep.
Wow.
Then I'm going buyback, and then I'm going printing plate. That order might change if you took out the word framed. I don't dig the framed cards. I have one, and you and I went like really hard on them. There was one baseball set that had framed cards.
It's a gold. It's not gold standard.
No.
Gold label.
Yes, gold label.
label.
Yeah.
and we really dug them and had a lot of fun with them.
We
But
did.
the more I've had them, I've gotten rid of all but one. They're just hard to put in a mag. They're hard to put in the top. They're hard to protect.
Mm-hmm.
And so while I do like the visual of them, I don't like handling them. So to me, it's like unquestionable, because even the white and black box, it's not a buyback. It's literally, they did not release that card.
And that pisses me off. Like they're just sitting back there with some duplicate copy of like the serial number 28 out of 99 NTRPA of Luca. Oh, we'll stamp it a little white box 101. Would have been worth more if you just stuck in the effing product box.
True.
I don't know. But you're right. I mean, out of that list, that'd be the most desirable.
So give me white black box first,
Yeah.
because oftentimes those cards look the coolest. I
Yeah.
know they've got the sticker on there, but if they don't have the sticker on there, people want to care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then buy back and then the frame printing plate. And I think that's a pretty clear order for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
People were also asking about archives, whether or not they were buybacks or reissues. Little John says that archives signature series are buybacks. So just lots of stuff going on here in the chat.
Yeah, I thought that they were buybacks, but don't quote me on that. I haven't done any research. I just assumed.
Little John said yes. I would trust him.
Yeah.
That they are buybacks.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
That's how
'Cause-
I've always understood it too.
Well, and with some of the cards I've seen, like some of the cards, one of the buybacks that I bought, the Cecil Fielder auto, is his rookie card when he's back with the Blue Jays. I don't think they're reprinting that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they look, I hate to say this, they look just beat up enough that you're like, yeah, I can see that being a buyback.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, they have a little character to them, though.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, I mean, like, where else are you going to get a Cecil Fielder rookie card autographed? Like, it's just, there's no market for
Yeah,
it. So
no, that's true.
you got to just jump on it. But all right, guys. Well,
Yeah.
anything else?
No.
Let's talk Ghosties post show.
Yeah.
We're going ghost hunting tomorrow. Are we live streaming that?
Yeah.
You want to just tell the people in the
Yeah, I'll tell them right now, guys. Tomorrow, which is going to be Friday, September 27th, over on YouTube at Dr. Ghost Hunters.
Mhm.
The three of us and my buddy Jason, we're going ghost hunting.
Yeah.
We're going into a haunted mill, which you've heard me talk about over the last month. We are going to attempt to live stream it. Guys, here's the thing about live streaming during a paranormal investigation.
The ghosts get in the phones and screw everything
They
up.
do, and it's a problem. We're going to be at a mill out in the middle of nowhere, and reception, the way that I stream it is through my phone.
Right.
And so cell service can be shoddy. So hang in there with us. Like, I'm fully aware of it if it does happen. But I spoke with the owner. There is a general store that they've put up nearby this place. It does have Wi-Fi. She's going to let us use it.
Hell yeah.
So the streaming should be good.
Huh.
We are going to jump on at 8:30 Mountain Time, so 10:30 Eastern. Again, over on Dr. Ghost Hunters on YouTube. Go subscribe over there. Turn on the notifications. If you can't watch it live, it's all right. You can go back and watch it later on. And the four of us are going to have a damn good time. I've got all the equipment in the world, literally.
Yeah, I got to go pack up my outfit for tomorrow.
I just washed mine.
And typically what we do, and if you guys are up for this, we eat before, if you guys have time, kind of get together. We can talk about the place. It's kind of fun to hype it up. Drive out there together. Ricky, if you want to drive separate, since you're closer out there, you might want to do that. But yeah, we'll be there an hour and a half before we start live stream. We'll set up some things. We'll find some good places to stick you guys, which will be fun.
I'm excited.
Live stream it, set up some experiments. Certainly Deputy Dog's been on some live streams that Jason and I have had in the past.
Hell yeah.
And especially with this one, if people want to see us do something, like
Tim will get naked for you.
absolutely.
Well, if I get naked and nobody's around to see it, did I really get naked?
That's right. Fortunately, I will be there to capture evidence. We don't do provoking stuff, but essentially anything else to make fun of us,
Yes.
we would be up for. So feel free to chime in that chat, and we're going to look forward to seeing everyone there tomorrow. I think that's
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
But weren't we going to tell Dan something else? Nah.
I was, and then I forgot it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I remember. It's been another fun show
Yeah.
for Chad and Tim.
Uh-huh.
I'm the one of one spelled out, wishing all of you a one of one night.
Game used.
Oh, it wasn't.
I mean, if we really look at this again, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 words on the front of the card: museum memorabilia, Jose Abreu. And then it says 101. And then it says game used memorabilia there. So 3 out of the 7 words point to it being game used.
Isn't that something too?
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
Yeah.
Makes it cooler.
It's pretty cool now that you pointed that out.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I turned the mic on inside Tim's head.
That's pretty much it.
Guys, how are we feeling about tomorrow? Are we just dragging tonight because it's a Thursday? I'm dragging tonight. I didn't sleep at all last night.
Yeah, I'm tired.
I had
But
a headache.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't usually
That
get
sucks.
headaches. Yeah.
That's not good.
How much did you lose in gambling this past weekend?
What are those little
Newtonian
the
energy.
machines to
Yeah.
like add things up?
Yeah.
Oh, abacus. Yeah.
Yes.
Carry the one.
Yes. All right, guys. Well, that was pretty good. You guys like my super small Bo Nix t-shirt that I got in the mail today?
Yeah.
Is that
Look,
what
I had to
is
put
that what that is?
1,000 tubes of baby oil on just to get this thing on my
Yeah, I wouldn't wash that one.
pudgy. No, God, no.
LFB as in
Let's
fucking
effing Bo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I see what they did there.
And Tim,
Yeah.
don't you try on your shirt until we get out to Twilla.
Oh,
After
yeah.
you've washed
No,
it.
I can't go doing that. Yeah. Where's the fun in that?
That's really good. Well, chat, you guys were great. Thanks for everyone tuning in. I definitely got lost in the chat a few times tonight, installed on speaking. But we'll be back next week. What's your guys' schedule look like? How are we looking? Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Monday? Timmy?
Wednesday, I think. Yeah. Wednesday
Mm.
or Tuesday. Well, Tuesday's the overtime cards one. So
Yeah. So it need to be Wednesday.
So Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Same.
Unless we knock out something at the overtime show. No,
I
too
don't
hard.
think it's going to
That'd
be
be
set
tough.
up for
Too hard.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be
Okay.
pretty busy.
All right.
So
Yeah.
Wednesday. You guys got any topics burning a hole in your pocket? In your head?
Sure, Dan does. Yeah.
No, I figured that we would recap the ghost hunt quite a bit.
Oh yeah, let's recap that in Cam.
Done.
Perfect.
Sound good?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's something else too.
And if something else pops up, we can add it.
Yep.
Tim.
New releases, maybe. I don't know.
All right, guys. Thanks to all of you guys. We really do appreciate each and every one of these comments. I know I get to read them in real time.
Yeah.
Sometimes I
that's
pause
fun.
the guys and like at least let Ricky read them. So I know Ricky goes back and reads through them too.
Oh, yeah.
We really do appreciate it. And we enjoy doing this just as much as you guys do. So like, subscribe, tell a friend, share it on your socials. We'll love you forever. Thanks for everyone who submitted today.
Dude, everyone's liking my photo, my screen.
They like you, man.
Can I say?
I'm going to send actually for everyone who did submit something, whether it's a photo or a video, if you guys want one of those Team USA cards, like I said, I had 5, Depp, I already owe you 1. If you guys want one, let me know. Just send me your mailing address and eventually I'll get those out.
Hell yeah.
Anything else, guys?
Nah.
Press
go.
stop.
Let's go home.
I want to go home so I cannot sleep. Okay, bye.